Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx, and today we're talking about my favorite green and blue makeup. And this is gonna include like eyeliner, eyeshadow, highlighters, liquid eyeshadow. I don't know what I'm saying, whatever. So if you can tell, I did give myself a little bit of a haircut. My hair kind of looks like shit, but kind of great at the same time. It's like borderline beach wave, but also, but kind of good. Anyway. Let's just do this. Start off with highlighters. So this is gonna include like greens, blues, and like teals. Anything within that like cool-ish kind of family. The first are two highlighters, and these are from Kaleidos. This is the Skywalker highlighter. And this, I put in this category because this has a true blue hue. That rhymed 3 times. I mean, this is so gorgeous, I can't take it. You can absolutely wear it as a highlighter, but if it's too much blue for you, I mean, slap it on your eyes. You don't have to use glitter glue, but if you want to, you absolutely can, and it'll make it all the more saturated. This is gorgeous. It gives you that wet, shiny, metallic gorgeousness. Next is also from Kaleidos, and this is Laser Glazer. Now this has a very distinct green, iridescent kind of duochrome to it. Not iridescent, that's not what this is. But it also has kind of a almost reddish orange duochrome to it, multi-chrome. It could be a lot of things, I don't know. It's definitely distinctly green, which is why I put it in this category. This I don't personally wear as a highlighter. This I only use on my eyes. It's sensational. This would be something I would say, yeah, it's like a single shadow. Next is one of my favorite formulas of life, and this is from Touch and Soul. It's a K-beauty brand. You can find it at Sephora, but you can also find them on Amazon from Touch and Soul. And this is the Metalist Sparkling Foiled Pigment in Hollow Mulberry. So it's almost purplish, but it also is a duochrome, that when you turn it, you definitely have that bluish green hue as well. Now, just looking at it, you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. But then you swatch it, that shade is just insane. It has that, again, that really good wet kind of look. And yeah, this is like borderline also like kind of purpley almost because it has that duochrome, but I mean, this is a gray area. There's no rules here. This is my goddamn channel. These are gorgeous, and I have like a bunch of shades, but this is one of my favorites. I have to keep stopping my camera because people keep walking in. All right, so next we're gonna do eyeliners. First is from ColourPop, and it's the shade Teaspoon. This is one of the most beautiful, opaque green, and it's like Kelly green. Why do they call it Kelly green? Is that like an Irish thing? Anyway, it's perfect. It's great for the waterline, it stays, and it shows up most importantly. Next is from, this is a newer one. This is from LA Girl. It's one of their Shockwave liners. That's what I'm wearing today. And it's in the shade Fresh. And this is really nice because even though it is really kind of like bright and neon, it's almost muted. Like it's not neon to where it kind of hurts your eyes. I can't even describe exactly what kind of shade that is. I guess it's like kind of like that Tiffany kind of shade. The next is one of my, not most recent purchases, it's one of my splurges because I would never think to spend this much money on an eyeliner because that's just stupid. But after seeing, I don't know who, I think Samantha Ravindall made me do this. It's the Marc Jacobs, what the hell is this? Highliner Glam Glitter Gel Eye Crayon in Gemstoned. You can't really tell how incredible this is, but it's like a deep teal with super duper fine, crushed, golden glitter in it, but it's like super fine glitter. I do use it on my waterline. It does work amazing, but it is really nice for actually using on like your lower lid, on the outside of your waterline. Ugh, it's gorgeous. I use this sparingly because I do not relish having to repurchase it, but I will someday because it's worth it, just like L'Oreal says. The next one is actually a felt tip from LA Girl again. This is the Fine Line Long Lasting Liquid Eyeliner in Emerald. But I was intrigued by this one because it was like a green color, even though it's teal. It says emerald, but it's teal. But for a shade, it's very opaque and really nice. It's very fine, like it says, but it's really good and super affordable. Highly recommend. I got this at Target. The next is from JD Glow. I wasn't sure about this when I first tried it because it didn't look super like opaque when I first put it on, but this is so easy to apply and so easily buildable. And I suck at liner. I suck at liner on my top lid. I have hooded lids, but this was surprisingly easy to use and beautiful. So upon first application right here, I was like, oh, it's kind of sheer. It's not as opaque as I thought it was gonna be. But on the eye, it's perfect. Like it is actually more opaque than it seems. And I guess it's because of how luminescent it is and the shine that it had, not shine, but like because it's like duochrome and it has like that duo pigment in it, that it has like some reflect, and it is actually more opaque than it seemed. The next are two liquid shadows. The Stila are the best in my opinion. I know there's like tons of dupes out there that are also really good. Like Milani has some, I don't know, tons of brands have them, but I still think Stila is the best. And I've found 90% of mine at Marshalls and TJ Maxx. So the shades that I love the best in this color category are Mint Myth and Mystic. They're both like multi-chrome, so they both have like these different kind of colors to them, but most of the shade that I see in most of them is like green and blue. And I'm actually wearing both of them on my eyes today. And it's weird because Mint Myth is actually more blue in my opinion, not necessarily green, which is kind of weird. So we have Mint Myth right here, and then Mystic. Mint Myth is close to my inner corner, and then Mystic is over here. You can't really tell because of the shadow I have on underneath, but so gorgeous. I usually put them on like with my finger or a really small brush and just kind of dab it on. I found liquid shadows that are very close to being as wonderful as these, but I still think these are awesome. So if you can find them at TJ Maxx and Marshalls when they open up again, I highly recommend grabbing some. The next are some JD Glow singles. The first one is and this is one of their multi-chromes. This is kind of pricey, but I don't care. It definitely covers green and blue. This is in the shade with 2 M's. You can only see, for the most part, green and blue. But I see green, blue, purple, orange, pink, and gold. JD Glow's duochromes are, I mean, there's not even words to describe, not just their duochromes, like their galaxy shadows. I don't know what these people do, but they need to keep on doing it. Next is one of their galaxy shadows in Watermark. This one is like a deep teal, and then it has gold and almost like purple tones to it. It's even hard to describe, but again, you guys can't see exactly what I'm seeing. But if you go to their Instagram, you'll have a better idea of what I'm talking about. Gorgeous. The next are a few shades from my Tarte palette. This is one of the only Tarte palettes that I actually own. This is the High Tides Good Vibes eyeshadow palette. The shades I'm referring to are these. This pressed glitter and this metallic shade right here. These pressed glitters are some of the best. So the pressed glitter is called Aquaholic, and the metallic is called Dive In. The reason I like this pressed glitter so much is because all you actually have to do is swipe it across your hand. If you've used pressed glitters before and tried swiping them, they like skip and there's huge spots that don't adhere, and I don't know what they did with this formula, this glitter, but it's small enough, fine enough, and whatever adhesive they used for this, they got it right, because these are incredible. So we have Aquaholic right here and Dive In, which is the metallic, which is sensational. Also one of my favorite palettes. The next are from the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette. So the shades that I'm referring to are Spruced Up, Sahara, and Lagoon, and Underwater right here, which is incredible. Next is actually a bit of a newer palette that my friend Allie sent to me, and it's the Ace Beauty Oceanic palette. Oceanic? Oceanic? I think that's how you say it. That's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. And the shades in here, well, I mean, first off, it's completely green blue. Heaven. But the shades in here that are the most amazing are Algae, Fiji, Mykonos, and Pacific right here. But oh, this is so gorgeous. If you love greens and blues, try to get your hands on this. Gemini. Gemini. Obviously, it's this side that is the green, and it's like that dirt green. My favorite, I mean, they're all my favorite. These are all my favorite. This is more of like that mustardy kind of shade, but if I had to pick one out of here, it would be this one. Oh. Didn't they just come out with another, another Speak of the Devil? They just released Smoke Sessions 2, which I also really want. I wasn't in love with this at first. Not that I'm not in love with it, but I find it hard to use because there's only 2 matte shades. But the 2 matte shades are my favorite shades. They're the reason I pulled this one out. I mean, this shade is just pure dirt. It's amazing. This is Sour Diesel and Space Queen. The next is the Alamar palette. I reached for this palette for 3 shades. 2 are these, and the third is this gold right here because it's incredible. But the 2 teal shades in here are some of the best metallic teal. Like, I don't know what they did to these formulas to make them this amazing, but they're amazing. I think we got this in like BoxyCharm years ago. I really want to get my hands on the volume 2. This is the Reina del Caribe eyeshadow. I shouldn't try to talk with an accent, I just sound stupid. But I mean, just look how gorgeous that is. I really want to try their new bronzers and stuff that they released. I was late to the game with this. I got the first 2 palettes pretty fast, and then I was like, well, I need to get the third one. And my favorite shades out of this palette are this one, and this one. So that was A5, C4, and D1. And don't get me wrong, a ton of the shades in here are gorgeous, but those just kind of stick out to me. I mean, D1 is incredible. That final last one that I showed you, it's like this. It's like rose gold, but it's like a sky blue version of rose gold. I mean, the quality of these things is phenomenal. If you weren't sure, like, oh, it's probably just the same as the smaller palettes, just bigger. No, it's not. The quality of these bigger palettes is way better than the smaller palettes. It just is. The next is one of my favorite palettes ever. This is the BH Studio Pro Ultimate Artistry Shadow Palette. Turn me on to this. Diana something from, I found her on Instagram. She's this gorgeous European makeup artist. I don't know if she's a makeup artist, but she does gorgeous makeup on herself, at least, on Instagram. I think that's where she's like famous, Instagram. She said was one of her favorite palettes. It's from BH Cosmetics. I love their stuff, but I never tried like this before. This is one of the greatest palettes ever. I mean, it's incredible. It's been in my favorites of the year. Years ago, it's still one of my favorites. These 2 shades are some of the best. This matte green, this matte blue, and this kind of medium teal bluish shade here. I mean, the quality of these is crazy for how much these palettes are. And you can find these at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross. I found one of these at Ross for like $7 untouched. When I need like one of those good deep blues, teals, I reach for one of these, like gorgeous. And the last palette I have to talk about, and product I'm pretty sure here, is the Juvia's Place Tribe palette. This palette is phenomenal, gorgeous, top-notch quality. Every green in here is some of my favorite greens. My camera's about to overheat. Thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye out because I'm gonna do a video for all the colors. All my favorite products for all the colors. So stay tuned, let me know what color you wanna see next, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.